Good morning, everyone. It's good to see you all here. My name is Teresa Longo. For those of you who don't know me, I am the acting Vice Provost for International Affairs and Director of the Reeve Center. I'm also a faculty member at the College of William and Mary. I would like to start with a very warm welcome. It is wonderful and also perhaps new to be welcoming so many beautiful faces to this event. YALI Fellows, you've been here for almost 2 weeks. It feels like you should be here, and it's great to see you all together, all ready to go this morning. I would like to say a few words about the presidential precinct. I know that you were welcomed by the precinct and upon arrival in Charlottesville, and now it's been almost 6 weeks. You have traveled from 18 different countries to the United States, and then you have traveled through a small part of Virginia, starting at the University of Virginia, spending time in Charlottesville, in Morven, at Monticello, in Highland, at Montpelier, and now at the College of William and Mary, all the members of the precinct. We're so lucky to be connected in this way, and at William and Mary, we're so fortunate that you're finishing up with your presentations here. Thank you for that. I know you're ready to go. I want to say a few words about the precinct because they matter in terms of what you are about to do today. From the mission, the presidential precinct is a physical and virtual destination for leaders to learn how others have built successful civil institutions, to debate the issues surrounding successful nation building, and to collaborate with others facing similar challenges. This isn't entirely new to you. As I have attended some of your sessions this week and last, it's very clear to me that you were leaders in your countries before you came. You will be leaders in your countries when you go home fairly soon. In between, though, I hope that something has happened in the strategy, the content, and the style of your leadership. And while you were here, I also would like to say you provided leadership to our various institutions. We learned from you, just as you're learning and preparing to return home and make transformational change. Again, welcome. Welcome to all the members of the community, the staff, the precinct, William and Mary people. We're just very happy to see you. I think from now I will turn over the mic to Nancy, who has a few words to say.
Thanks, Teresa. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for making time in your busy schedule on this hot summer day in this very cool place to join us for our third annual Africa Ideas Summit. We're so pleased to be together with you this morning. And also I'd like to extend thanks to those of you who are joining on Facebook Live. We're delighted to have you here with us in a virtual capacity. We would like to extend our sincere thanks to Acting Vice Provost Teresa Longo and to all of our colleagues at William & Mary here for welcoming us in this great space at the Mason School of Business. It's just a really productive environment for our program this morning. The Presidential Precinct's six-partner collaboration is part of the Mandela Washington Fellowship because we believe in the transformative power of visionary leaders to create thriving, just, and free societies. We are one of 40 host institutions across the United States that was selected by the U.S. Department of State to host this prestigious fellowship. And we would like to recognize the tremendous support of the State Department and also our partner organization, IREX, for all of the support and encouragement they provide for our fellows and support for the 6-week Civic Leadership Institute that we host here in Virginia. for our cohort of 25 dynamic young leaders from across the African continent. So these folks arrived here in mid-June, and during their time they've spent with us at the Precinct, they've spent time, as Teresa mentioned, at each of our 6 partner institutions for academic sessions and hands-on practical leadership workshops, historical and cultural activities, and community service and community engagement. And we're really pleased to be rounding out our program here at William & Mary. So we hear a lot about the challenges on the African continent, and you'll definitely hear about some of these most pressing challenges today. But the real focus of today's program is on solutions. On this celebratory final day of our institute, the Mandela Washington Fellows will present their best thinking about effective solutions to some of the biggest problems in their countries and communities, and more importantly, what they are going to do to tackle these problems when they return home to their countries. Now, to get at these solutions, fellows are going to be using the analytical tools and frameworks that they've learned throughout this program and also through their previous extensive work experience. And during their talks, they'll also incorporate some of the effective presentation and communication techniques that we've been talking about during our 6 weeks. So it's our hope that through this experience here with you today and through their dialogue with you during the Q&A and during our networking breaks and lunch, our fellows will be able to really sharpen their pitch and sharpen their ideas so they can begin to identify strategic partnerships and mobilize funding and other sources of support to help advance their important work back in their countries. So with that, I think we should get to it. I will hand the floor back over to Teresa Longo, who will moderate our 5 panels today.
All right, we're ready to go. So this is how the plan will work, and it will work. I will introduce, there are 5 panels. I will introduce each person on each panel one by one. The individual will present for 5 nicely timed minutes, and then I will introduce the subsequent members of the panel. After the group is finished, we'll have time for questions and answers, and the audience can and should participate. We have mics around the room, and I think that there's no more to say than let's get going, right? Okay.